Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Jayhawks offense is on the field for the first time today. Mizzou put a spanking on the Jayhawks the last time they met.
Wins always feel great, but Missouri blowing out Kansas for them, that was ecstasy for their players, coaches, and fans.
Yeah, and it's just an awesome opportunity to, like, yeah, we own you. Like, go back to where you came from and just let you know, like, this rivalry isn't a rivalry between us and you.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. To the air, it's Daniels. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And those two couldn't make the connection, it's an incomplete pass.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
You do think basketball in this rivalry, but there is football history. Gale Sayers, Todd Reesing, Chase Daniel, the Mangino era for the Jayhawks. At times, this was one of the best rivalries on the planet.
Well, they started playing in 1891. It's unfortunate with conference realignment that this rivalry game kind of went away. I wish we saw it more often.
Yeah, and we've seen it all across college football. We get robbed of the rivalries, and then in turn, we kind of forget about them. So good to have this rivalry back.
The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. So after the missed kick, it's still 3-0. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athlete.
He's loose. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This offense is racking up some yardage, but they've got to be able to finish the deal by scoring touchdowns. 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tiger. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense changing the play. Here they're trying to get to the edge. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Creates a little space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. On the move. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Oh, they're after him. Smart move to get down with the slide.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Finds his man, it's Pickett. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go with a direct snap. The Jayhawks pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Got it set up on the outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. On target to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Unloads it left. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's in open space downfield. It's a seam wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Missouri comes up with a first and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Caught behind the line. It's Terry.
they're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on third and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drop.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. To the air on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw for it. Bears the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside.
There he goes! He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Punch it out of the air. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, so much to break down from a spirited first half between the Tigers and the Jayhawks. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Kansas and Missouri plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Manning. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun. Wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Quickly complete. Oh, a lot of space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He's moving out of the pocket. Wide open spaces. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Terry. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll leave it with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well. Slows down the pass rush. It gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the boot, looking for his man. Snagged in the middle, it's Terry. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on.
Touchdown, Missouri! And they add. More to the board with that trip to the house. It is getting rowdy as Missouri extends its lead on the hated Jayhawks.
Tell you what, man, Mizzou came into this one ready to go. They have been flying high and flying all over the field, making things happen.
Making things happen, making plays, playing with energy, really meeting the standard for this rivalry game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Pressure coming. Unleashes one. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Pocket breaking down. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, it's not open. Take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Under fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the field goal unit is on the field. No good. And the missed field goal leaves the lead at 23. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Daniels. The quick out, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Missouri, 33. Kansas, 18.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Finding an escape route. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. And the Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Daniels. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Manning. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Handoff to Jones. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He wants it all. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Daniels. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on?
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to... He lets it fly. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. These two old rivals don't clash as often as they once did, but now bragging rights will belong to Mizzou. Until next time. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, is it